Okay, I think we're all here now. Please, if you are pregnant, avoid any twisting, close twisting. Hi, guys. Um, Take it easy, take breaks if you need to take breaks. Child's pose is an excellent posture to take a break in. And then when you feel ready, you may come back to keep moving. I'm Natalia, we didn't meet before. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about how we end up getting into the yoga practice, right? We see all these people moving in all these ways first, and we hear that the yoga practice is transformative and it helps you evolve as a person and learn about yourself, and you can apply all these things into your daily life, right? And we primarily do that through movement. And it is done in that way because we believe that when we start moving the body and getting into the practice, after a while, the body is simply moving by itself. And through that movement, the mind comes into a place of stillness and awareness. You cultivate awareness of your body. Your body gets used to being fully aware as well, and therefore you cultivate an expansive mind. You will now become aware of yourself as you live your life in the outside world. And so you go and have a meeting with your friends, and you are in constant awareness of how you communicate, how you speak your mind, how you listen. When you are going through a self um, discipline process or a self exploration process, you will notice that your mind has shifted into a deeper state of awareness. And that's why we practice the postures, because when we improve our awareness of movement, we improve our awareness of self as a whole, right? And it goes deeper, it goes all the way to everything that happens here all day throughout our lives, throughout our journeys. um, so yeah, that's what yoga does to us, right? In case we're wondering, we're going to begin with some breathing and meditation, and then we go to the moving. I ask you to be fully present, right? Your mind will wander, yes, but there is this very anchoring feeling to the movement, to the asanas. So tune into that feeling of presence through the asanas as we continue practice. Now, come to cross your legs in a way that's comfortable for you. You may sit on your shin bones as well. Roll the shoulders behind a little bit, broaden through the collarbones, and let your hands rest over your knees. And then close the eyes, a gentle bowing through the chin bone, a lifting through the crown to the crown of the head, through the back of your neck. And we'll now shift the attention to the center of the brain. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Inhale deeply. Exhale softly. Inhale deeply. Exhale softly. You find the rhythm of your breath. Allow for the feeling that comes with the exhale to smooth out your muscle and your bone. The skin of the face, the scalp. You become deeply aware of self as is. Take this moment of connection with self to find your intention for this morning practice. With your intention in mind, we'll begin practice with a chant of Om. With Om, we offer. We offer intention, we offer our practice. Exhale all the breath out of your lungs. Inhale for Om. 3, and feel. Now be the witness of the shift in energy in your body and your mind. The breath flows naturally. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Open the eyes, find the gaze on the screen again. Welcome if you have just arrived. So we're gonna get into our hands and knees for tabletop. If you need a blanket underneath your knees, you may do that, yogis. And so once we get to hands and knees, spread the fingertips wide on your yoga mat. On your inhale, arch your spine into a cow spine, spinal extension. And as you exhale, push through the hands, curl the spine, belly up, spinal flexion, cat pose. Inhale, arch your spine, look up towards the ceiling, feel the legs through the front body. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest for cat. Inhale, arch your spine into a cow. Exhale, curl your spine into a cow. Continue to move in the same pattern and rhythm, but start to add some motion to the hips and the shoulders. So you find a circling through the movement. It becomes more dynamic and you are able to explore the different areas of the hips, sides of the waist. Staying connected to your breath as you move through this. This is a great motion to explore every morning, right? To prepare our spine, our muscles for the rest of the day. Take 3 more inhales and 3 more full breaths out. As you finish that third round, find a neutral spine, come back through the center. Tuck the toes behind you and then walk your hands close to your heels. You're gonna sit on your heels while you're stretching your toes. Now, turn the fingertips to see your knees and put the wrist down on the floor. This is a big forearm stretch. Push firmly through your wrist. Notice what happens if you round your spine while pushing your sits bones back. And then notice what happens when you lift your heart and lift the tail behind. Just like cats and cow, we'll curl and arch the back just 3 times. Keep pushing through the wrists. Keep straightening the elbows. Come back to the center. Return your fingertips to a neutral position. Untuck your toes. Sit on your heels. Now we'll change the palms to face our face and the fingertips to face one another. I want you to try and keep your elbows as straight as you can in here. Take a deep breath in at the center. As you exhale, lean over to the left side without picking up the left wrist of the ground. Notice that stretch. Come back to the center and the breath in. On the breath out, lean over to the left side. Keep the right elbow straight. Breathe in center. Breathe out left side. Breathe in center. Breathe out second side. Do that one more round. Although you feel a long stretch through the wrist, your facial features are rather soft. Come back to center, neutral palms. Walk towards your tabletop. Now I'll offer 2 options. Some of you will choose to stay up on your hands. Maybe you will lower to your forearms and interlace your fingertips. We'll lift the right foot up and back behind. Keep the knee bent and the foot in flexion. Spread your toes as you hold in here. Draw the belly in towards your spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the right knee to the right upper arm bone. Create some compression of your abdomen. From here, draw the knee out to the side, up, back, and in line to the point where you started. Keep flexing through the ankle. Inhale to begin. Exhale, draw the knee to the upper arm bone. Compress through the abdominals. From here, draw the knee out to the side, up, back, and then in line as you square the hips. One more round. Inhale, begin. Exhale, knee to upper arm bone. Knee out to the side. And knee back through the center. Pause right here. Extend the leg all the way back behind you. Push to the heel as though you're going to put a footprint on the back wall. Now spread your toes. Take a deep breath in. Push to both elbows. As you exhale, draw the right foot and leg to the right side. And then bring it back straight behind you. You're going to feel the glutes working. Draw the right foot out to the side, maybe in line with your hip. Push to the heel and then return back to center, foot behind you. One more round, foot out to the side. Keep pushing through elbows or palms. And now bring the foot straight back behind you. Listen carefully, yogis. Bend the right knee, cross it behind your left knee, and then grab. You can stay here, or maybe you walk your hands back and sit over your sit bones with knees stacked over one another. Right? So 2 options. You stay here and lengthen, or you walk back and sit. It's a big stretch at the outer sides of the hips. Just notice that. We'll take 3 rounds of breath wherever you are. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale. If you sat all the way back, drag yourself forward, come back to a tabletop. Stretch the right leg behind you, toes on the floor, return to your palms if you will, and begin to pulse forward and back, just stretching the back of your right leg. Very good. Round through the right knee. Again, if you did the first round on your forearms, you may do the second round on your forearms. Left leg will now lift up and back behind. So I lift my leg up, I bend my knee, and I keep my foot in flexion. Push to the elbows firmly. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, contract through the abdominals, draw the knee to the upper arm bone, and then draw it out to the side. Up, back, and in line with your hip. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, knee forward, in line with upper arm. Out, up, back. Full rotation at the hip socket. Again, inhale. Exhale, knee to upper arm bone. Out, up, and straight back behind. Foot keeps pressing through the heel. Take an inhale, push through the elbows. As you exhale, drive the left foot out to the left side. Inhale, straight back, line from ground to heel. Exhale, foot out to the left side. Last round, breathe in, kick it back. Breathe out, drive the foot out to the side. Foot back behind you, straighten your spine. Bend the left knee, cross the knee behind the right. And then put both shin bones on the floor. And then you can stay here and lengthen your spine a little bit. Or walk in until your tail and sits bones come to the floor. And you 3 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze forward if you came back all the way. Draw yourself onto hands and knees for tabletop. Extend left foot behind you. Tuck your toes. Begin to pulse your body weight forward and back. Very good. Drop both knees down on the floor. Tuck your toes. Pick up the knees off the ground about 2 inches and hover your knees. Now take a moment to notice if you're rounding your spine or if you're arching your spine too much. Can you find a place in between not too much extension and not too much flexion? Hanging there for a count of 5, 4, just notice 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog, hips up and back behind. Now, once you get to your downward facing dog, find movement through the hips. Sway the hips left side and right side, and with that, allow for your knees to bend. Find fluidity through the shoulders, through the sides of the waist. Deep breaths allowing you to explore in depth. And then coming to stillness, find a pause. Take a deep full breath in, fill up the lungs with air. On the exhale, make your way to the top of your mat, walking to Uttanasana, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, yogis. Relax the neck, unclench your jaw, and begin to move forward and back. Not only from the torso, but from the toes, so that you feel the weight at the edge of your heel and at the very tips of your toes. And then move left side and right side, moving from the edge of the foot to the inner arches of the feet. Back to center, release the arms. Find stillness to the body, but bend the knees deeply. Round the spine as much as you can as you come all the way up to mountain pose Tadasana. As you come to Tadasana, shoulders move away from one another. There is space through the collarbones. Just feel that. And then ground firmly through all 10 toes. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead, Ardha Hastasana. As you exhale, Uttanasana, reach hands to the earth. Bend the knees if you need to. Take a halfway lift. Inhale, hands to shin bones, look forward. Exhale, hands down, step the right foot behind you, all the way. Drop the back knee on top of your toes. Reach both arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Ripple the spine, lengthen. Drop the knees down, bend the elbows, chest and chin to the floor. Slide forward through cobra pose. Peel head and heart. As you exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hips up and down. Right knee to your nose, round your spine like a cat. Feel that cat spine drawing you forward. Step the right foot in between your palms. Back knee drops on top of your toes. Both arms up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Take a deep breath in as you lengthen. Exhale, frame the front foot. Pick up the back knee, step forward, fold, Uttanasana. Halfway left, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, touch the earth. Right, send both arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Mountain pose, palms together at the center of the heart. Tadasana. Second side, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Uttanasana folds. Halfway left, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps back. Drop the back knee on top your toes, arms overhead, Anjaneyasana. Gaze up on the inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back, downward facing dog. Ripple forward to a plank pose. Drop knees, chest and chin, slide through cobra, peel head and heart. On the exhale, downward facing dog, hips rise. Left knee to nose, round the back like a cat, and then quietly step the left foot forward. Back knee drops on top, the toes rise, Anjaneyasana. Gaze up, breathe in. Breathe out, frame the front foot, forward fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Mountain pose, palms to the heart. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, gaze up. Uttanasana fold. Halfway lift, prepare. Exhale, step or hop back. Chaturanga, half push. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. 5 rounds of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. Walk or hop to the top of your mat. Arrive and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Palms to the heart, mountain pose, Tadasana. Keep your feet parallel to one another. Throw the right knee in towards your chest. Balance in tree pose. Now, turn the knee out to the side, adduction. And then put the foot on the inner left thigh or calf muscle. You can grab it, right? Go. And put it where you need it to be. And then return to your prayer palms. Now you can keep your prayer palms as they are, or maybe you begin to open the arms to the sides. Turn the thumbs to see the ground and then reach back. Once you reach back, you may begin to find prayer palms behind your spine. And these really allows you to find a broad space through the lungs at the front. 5 more rounds of breath in Vrikshasana, tree pose. You may notice the constant negotiation that's happening in the body. Your toes gripping one with the other, moving from left side to right side to center so that you can stay with the posture. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Reach the palms up above. Hug the right knee into your chest. Now with control, bend the left knee, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Feet together, knees together, palms towards the heart. Keep sitting back and down. Take a twist to the right side. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Now, as you push palms against one another, notice the vertical line between both of your lower arms, the forearms, the elbows. Keep pushing, palms against one another. Now, shift the weight to the right foot, yogis. Pick up the left leg and extend the foot all the way back behind. You will arrive into a twisted lunge. Parivrita Ashta Chandrasana. You may be able to look up to the ceiling in this posture. Notice the length of your left hip flexor down the leg towards the toes. Stay here for one more inhale and one more exhale. Let the inhale bring you up to high runner's lunge, Ashta Chandrasana. Notice the front knee tracking the first and the second toe. Your armpits broaden. You're reaching through the fingertips. Take one more inhale, reaching up to the sky. As you exhale, back heel drops down. Interlace the hands behind your sacrum. Now pull back and open your chest. On the exhale, devotional warrior. Right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. And then pause here. Notice just for a moment all the actions taking place in your body. Through the feet, through the thigh muscles, through the torso, the arms, even the head. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Push through the toes, come back up through the center. Open the arms into a warrior two. Now we'll do some shoulder rotation in here. You have to straighten the leg and then rebend it. Do that. Reach the arms up overhead, palms facing in the direction of your torso. Bend the elbows, hide your hands behind your head, and then reach the arms up, out. Turn the fingertips in and back. Wrap them behind your low back without touching the back. Reach the arms out, up, bend the elbows, hide your hands behind your head without touching your head. And then up, out, wrap behind without touching your back. One more round, arms up, over, hide them behind your head. Out, down, hide them behind your low back. Keep the left arm behind your low back as you reverse into peaceful warrior. Reach the arm in line with your ear. Fingertips are active. Open through the right side of your torso. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, right elbow to the right. Left arm up and over. Reach, reach, reach firmly. Hanging there for just one more inhale. And one more exhale. Return back up to a T-shaped arm. Straighten the right leg. This will feel really good. Left up through the kneecap. Move forward. Reach forward. Right hand down. Left arm up towards the sky. Triangle pose. Think about a little bit of cobra spine through the upper torso. There's space at the throat. The head is in line with the rest of the spine. Big breath in. Full breath out. On the inhale, come back up to the center. Cartwheel both of your hands to frame the front foot. Square your hips. Walk the hands about a foot past your toes. Pick up the left leg and balance in warrior. Both of your hip bones facing the ground. You're comfortable moving your hands off the floor and bringing them into prayer. Do that. Hanging there for one more inhale. As you exhale, hands down to the floor, forward fold over your legs, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, roll all the way up to stand. As you arrive, roll the shoulders back behind you, palms face the front of your mat. Second side, yogis. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to the heart center, Tadasana. Hug the left knee in towards your chest and back. Now, rotate knee out to the side, abduction. And then put your foot where you find a comfortable place. You can use your hand, right? And then you adjust. Now you can stay here in tree pose with palms in prayer at the front. You may reach out, back, rotate internally, and then wrap into a prayer behind your back. And as you do that, feel the lift that happens through the collarbones, through the sternum, through the throat and the crown. 5 more rounds of breath in Vrikshasana. Able to notice, to feel while in the posture. Two more breaths. Inhale, both arms up overhead, lengthen the spine, ground to the foot. Hug the left knee into your chest. With control, sit down in Utkatasana. As you arrive in Utkatasana, bring the palms to a prayer at the heart. Take a twist to the left. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Push the palms against one another. Feel the firmness through the left leg and then extend the right foot all the way behind, landing in a twisted lunge. Parivrita Ashta Chandrasana. Vertical arms, palms are active. Long through the crown, take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale brings you up, both arms up overhead, high runner snatch. Adjust your stance, square your hips. Feel tall through the fingertips, broad through the armpits. Notice the sustainment through the abdominals. Let the back heel come down now, yogis. Interlace the hands behind your low back, pulling the chest open, and then bowing over the front foot. Devotional work. There is nothing boring about this posture. It's quite dynamic. It's very active. Through the feet, through the thighs, through the torso, through the arms, through the head. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale brings you back up through the center. Find yourself in warrior 2. Adjust your stance as you need. Feel that you're stable. Reach the arms out to the sides. Again, reach the arms up overhead. Bend the elbows. Wrap the hands behind your low back without touching. And then reach up, out. Wrap behind your low back. Keep the torso long. Arms out, up, over. Wrap behind the head. And then arms up, out, behind your low back. One more round, arms out, up, behind the head. Out, out, behind your low back. Right arm stays behind your low back. Touch the low back. Reverse into a peaceful warrior. Deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow to left knee. Right arm up and over. Side angle push. Parsva Konasana. Inhale deeply. Exhale freely. Inhale brings you back up to the center. Straighten the front leg. Feel the quadricep active, lifting as you reach forward and tilt into your triangle pose. And again, notice here, the scooping of the left ribcage underneath the right. Left hip stacking underneath the right hip. Deep full inhale. Deep full exhale. Return back up to the center. Bend the front knee. Cartwheel the hands to frame the front foot. Now walk your hands about a foot past your toes as you move into your warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Now, once you spend some time in Virabhadrasana, try to square your hips. Don't let the hips open, but let the points of your hip bones face straight down. There is a lift through the chest, a length through the leg. Deep full inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Forward fold over your legs. Bend your knees a lot. Come all the way up to stand. Shake it out. Let it go. You may feel a little warm by now if you haven't been feeling before. So we're gonna do some more hip joint mobility, and then we're gonna get into the peak posture, which I'll show you in a moment. So, hands to the hips now. Again, we'll hug the right knee into your chest. And then we're gonna reach through the leg out to the side. Now at this point, I'm gonna lift my heel up and back behind, and I'm gonna internally rotate my leg. And then I'm gonna reach back, keep flexing my ankle and my knee and hide it behind my left knee. And then I'll reverse that. Out to the side, in line with my knee, and then in line with my hip. Let's do that 2 more times. Knee out to the side, internal rotation. The rope picks up my heel, and then I wrap behind and cross the knee behind the arm. And you can use your hands, right, maybe, if you need to. 1 more round in this side. And reverse to come back. Hold the foot, extend the leg forward, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Foot down, let it go. So you feel things here, right? You can push with your closed fist to release the tension. And you may even feel it on the other glute because it was holding you in place. Okay, let's take a look at the peak on this side. We have 2 sides. So we're gonna hug the right knee into your chest and grab the ankle. 2 options. Knee bends and you go to a figure 4, right? And you hang in there. Maybe you go to a half lotus, right? And hold your foot with your left hand here. It's a lot on your knee. So if for any reason you feel pressure or pain or anything bad, get out of it. Now, wherever you are, see if you can wrap your right hand behind, bow from the hips a little bit, and grab your left foot. You see, I grab my foot. If you're doing figure 4, this won't happen. But regardless of which one you choose, figure 4 or twist, bow over your legs, touch the ground with your left hand. If you are doing figure 4, touch the ground with both of your legs. Now, if you are touching the ground, lengthen your spine and look forward. And now work on straightening the left leg by engaging the quadricep, the front of the left leg. Take a few rounds of breath in here, noticing all the different actions taking place in the body. First, concentration, steadiness, balance. Three more rounds of breath. Release, undo, and then come up to stand. Hug the right knee into your chest. Move the leg forward and back a couple of times. This will feel like there is prana moving down your foot. Lightness, air. Release, and just notice the difference between the right and the left leg. Maybe something happened, right? A little bit of a shift. Let's do the second side now. First, hands to the hips, hug the left knee into your chest. The right leg is arrested because it wasn't doing any balance before. Flex the ankle, turn the knee out to the side. Now, internally rotate the thigh bone and lift the heel behind. Wrap it behind you and hide it behind your right knee. And then reverse the action, knee out to the side. Externally rotate in line with the hip. 2 more rounds, same rotation. After we do this, the feels feel rather loose, especially as we go on with our day. 1 more round. And the next time you come back through the center, pause, extend your foot and reach for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the foot down to the floor and prepare for your balance. You may shake it out. You may tap. Wherever you feel some tension, right? Tap it there, relax the muscles, and tell them it's okay. And let's get into the next one. So, left foot to figure 4, or to half a lotus. And you hold the foot with your hand. Wherever you are, you're gonna fold to reach through or to reach down. If you're reaching through and you're grabbing your foot, I'm gonna come closer. Here's what I do. I grab and I flex my toes. So there is a clipping, right? And then I reach down and I fold. And then I work on straightening my right leg as best as I can. And I find a halfway left spine. This posture is called Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. Breathe for 5 cycles. If you are in your figure 4, can you push the heel out to the side? And can you push the knee back? This will increase the rotation of your thigh bone. 2 more breaths. Slowly come back up through the center. Hug the knee into your chest. Move the leg forward and back a couple of times. It should feel loose, airy, relaxed. And release, come back to stand well. Separate your feet about mat distance apart. You may have to shorten it a little bit. Let's listen to our hip joint. Hands to the hips. Ground and lengthen. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, come all the way down into your yogic squat, Malasana. Once you arrive, notice if you're leaning forward. This is a good place to visit, but we don't want to stay there. Can you lift the chest? Open the collarbones, scroll. Now push the palms against one another. Feel the knees pushing onto the upper arm bones. Take a deep breath in here. On the exhale, reach the hands forward, touch the floor with your hands. Spread the fingertips wide. Pick up your tailbone, maybe. Do not lose the contact between knees and upper arm bones. You have the chance, if you wish to do so, to work on lifting one foot and then changing to the other. Building strength for crow pose, Bakasana. You may already be in Bakasana because you've been practicing this. Now, do not look in, look forward so you don't fall over. Give it a few tries while we spend our time in crow pose. Come out if you need to and circle your wrist. There is a lot of work happening at the abdominal cavity, right? All those muscles layered at the abdomen are drawing in and up, and that's what gives you that floating sensation. Next time, if you're coming into the posture, notice that upward lifting energy coming from the abdominal cavity. Up, lean, and remove the weight from fully by drawing in. Okay, come out. Reach the arms forward. Round your back like a cat. And then drop your butt behind you. Reach the legs forward, boat pose. So you get to boat pose. Reach hands alongside your torso. Left up through the heart. Hang in here. We'll do some abdominal work now. Hang in here, but with control, start to lower down. Stretch the legs. When you are about to touch the ground, draw yourself back out to center. Start to lengthen and lower slowly. You may be shaking now. When you're about to touch the ground, come back up to center. Exhale. One more round. Reach forward, reach back. Lean, lean, lean. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Feet down. Wrap the arms around your knees. Forehead bowing. Take a few rounds of breath. Remember the awareness we spoke about at the beginning. Feel it now moving through you in all directions. Feel as though the breath returns in waves. Slowly coming out of the bowing, come to sit on your sits bones. So we're gonna bring both feet together, and with the right hand, slide it under the right foot and grab the left ankle. And then drag that through. And with the other one, I drag my knee over. What I'm gonna look for is my knees to come as close together so that they either stack on one another or are very close to one another. And that could be that you're here, right? Or you're here, for example. But you're moving in this direction. Couple options. This is the first gradient of cow face pose. This is fire lung. And they're both doing things to the outer hips. Now, wherever you are, lengthen your spine. Reach the arms up overhead. First, the left arm comes forward, out to the side, wrap it inwards, downwards, and then up and back behind your back. And then I bend my right elbow and I try to find my other hand behind. You may not find it because there's a lot of space, in which case you grab your t-shirt or your sports bra with your hands and then bow over your thighs. with a long spine, with a open neck so you can breathe. Pause where you feel something. You may feel it along your thighs, along the glutes. 3 rounds of breath. Come up slowly. Release your arms. Reach the arms up overhead. Widen the hips, widen the chest. Reach the hands behind you. Touch the ground with the whole entire palm. Undo your legs. Feet together parallel to one another. Push through the palms, reverse, tabletop. Tuck the tail. Push through the glutes and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower tailbone and sits bones to the earth. Second side. Left hand slides through underneath. Left leg. Grab the right ankle and move it through. And then grab the toe. Move it through. And again, choose to be knees stacked or maybe fire log. Right? Reach the arms up overhead. Right hand reaches forward, out to the side. Internally rotate. And then wrap it behind your low back. That's what we did in Warrior 2. Then your left elbow clip onto opposite fingertips or your clothing, right? Or a yoga strap. And then lift the heart, inhale. On the breath out, start to bow forward, forward, forward. And know when the body says, here is my place, and you breathe into it. Not trying to solve anything, to question too much, but only observing. 2 more. Coming up and out of the posture, release your arms. Reach up, feel expansive through the chest and the shoulders. Exhale, hands down behind you. Undo your legs. Feet down, reverse tabletop. Again, hold that reverse tabletop for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sits bones down to the earth. Reach the arms forward, round your spine, and then lie flat on your yoga mat. When you come to lie flat on your yoga mat, roll the shoulders behind you. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Rub left side and right side a couple of times. Next time you roll to the right, let the knees fall all the way to the right side. Take a twist to the left. Gaze to your left fingertips. Make sure that both of your shoulders are touching the ground. Otherwise, lift the knees a little bit and make sure that the shoulders are anchoring down. 3 rounds of breath into the left side body. Gaze up to the ceiling, knees return back to the center. Realign your spine, and then drop them over to left side. Gaze to the right hand. And again, check that both of your shoulders are well anchored to the floor. Otherwise, adjust the knees to help that happen. We'll take 3 rounds of breath on this side. Knees move back to the center. Apanasana, hands on the knees. Rocks the spine left and right side a couple of times.
Clip the big toes with your peace fingers. Separate knees into a happy baby. We want to go a little further, work on straightening the legs all the way. But that's not necessary. It's just another option. Return to feet together, feet touching. Let the feet touch the ground now, knees pulling out to the sides. T-shape your arms. This is your option number one, is the final posture. Option number two is simple Shavasana. Legs straight, arms wide. You close your eyes. Shavasana or Supta Baddha Konasana. Regardless of your choice, imagine the body is that-like, resting in a void. No thought. There is an inner silence, a deep state of connection with self. Can you let go of the mundane thoughts of the yesterday and tomorrow and the what if, and be one complete entity with Source? Find movement again through your fingertips and your toes, the hips and the head, preparing to come back. Keep the eyes closed and begin to make your way to a comfortable seated position. And when you come to sit, sit well, with a long spine, receptive, aware, in tune with Source. Take a deep breath into your nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale for Om.
Thumbs in prayer at the center of the heart. Lift the sternum and bow the head in honor to the divine awareness that lives within all beings. Namaste. May the yoga practice benefit all beings everywhere. Thanks for coming. It's nice to see you again. Let me know if you have any questions at the bottom or chat. Hi guys, so nice to see you and practice together. I'll be back next week at the same time. Hi, at the same place. So join us if you feel called to it.